The SCQF is Scotland's lifelong learning framework. It was created in 2001 in order to bring together as much learning as possible that is happening in Scotland in the one place, so this learning can be compared and better understood. This national qualifications and skills framework was created by people working in all areas of education, across schools, colleges, universities, community learning, and the workplace. As we have one set of generic level descriptors, or benchmarks, against which all the qualifications on the framework are credit rated, this allows you to be certain that at any qualification that is at the same SCQF level has the same level of difficulty, no matter what subject area it is in or what type of learning is taking place. This is extremely important as it provides parity of esteem between different types of qualifications. It also allows people to find the right learning pathways for them, as their circumstances change throughout their lives. It does this by allowing previous qualifications, skills, or experience to be better understood, making it easier for you to move between different types of learning while still ensuring that the learning is at the right level for you. When we describe qualifications on the SCQF, we use two numbers. The first number describes the level of difficulty, the SCQF level, of the qualification or programme. The second is the number of SCQF credit points that a qualification has. This lets you know how long, on average, a learner would take to complete this qualification. One SCQF credit point equals 10 notional hours of learning. A hire, for example, sits at SCQF level 6 and has 24 SCQF credit points, or 240 hours of learning. So, let's use our framework diagram to familiarise ourselves with the different SCQF levels of difficulty. To do this, I will follow the traditional academic route of qualifications, purely because these are generally better known and understood. We will start with SCQF level 6, as this is where a hire sits on the framework, and it hasn't changed its name since 1888. However, for perspective, of all the qualifications that we have on the SCQF at level 6, only 7% of these are hires. This shows the wide range of other qualifications that are available at the same level of difficulty. SCQF level 7 is where you would find advanced hire, an HNC, and your first year at university. SCQF level 8 is where you will find an HND, your second year at university. SCQF level 9 is where you would find an ordinary degree, level 10, an honours degree, level 11, a master's degree, and level 12, a PhD. We will have a look at levels 1 to 5 a little later when we look back in time. Because we have one set of level descriptors which describes what a learner needs to be able to do to gain a qualification at each level, this allows us not only to have mainstream qualifications on the framework, but we can also include learning that is happening in the workplace and in the community. The process of credit rating allows suitable qualifications to be allocated an SCQF level and a number of credit points, and to be added to the framework. At any given time, there are around 10,500 qualifications on the SCQF, and about 1,000 of these are qualifications being taken in workplaces and in the community, such as these ones. Here you will see a wide range of different qualifications taking place in a range of settings, which can all be compared and understood through the language of the SCQF. This includes workplace training in, for example, the NHS, Historic Environment Scotland, and the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service, and community learning for young people and adults, including youth awards and employability skills, amongst many other topics. The qualifications our young people are taking in schools are also changing significantly. And alongside the traditional qualifications, we are seeing more choice now available as schools partner with colleges and other learning providers to widen out the range of options available. This allows young people to be able to find the learning path and style that most suits them, all underpinned by the SCQF. To fully be able to understand and recognise these different and equally valuable qualifications, employers also need to be using the language of the SCQF rather than continuing to ask for and favour traditional qualifications. If you would like to find out more about the wide range of qualifications now available in Scotland's schools, have a look at the SCQF Partnerships YouTube channel, which contains videos from some of our SCQF ambassador schools showcasing their excellent work. I said earlier that we would look back in time to help you better understand levels 1 to 5. Our old versus new graphic shows you how we can compare SCQF levels and current qualifications with those that may be more familiar with from the past. We will start again with the higher, which sits at SCQF level 6. Also at this level are foundation apprenticeships, which can be done through school-college partnerships. Available at a range of levels are also skills for work qualifications, as well as national progression awards and national certificates, which can be done in a wide range of subjects. As mentioned before, there are also an increasing number of qualifications from other learning providers being offered now in schools too. SCQF Level 5 is where you find the current National 5 or Nat 5 qualification. It is called National 5 because it's at SCQF Level 5. This is comparable in difficulty with a standard grade credit, a 1 or a 2, or an upper pass at O grade. This would also be comparable to an upper pass at GCSE if you're more familiar with this. A National 4 or Nat 4 sits at SCQF Level 4 and is comparable in difficulty to a standard grade general, a 3 or 4, or a lower pass at O grade or GCSE. A National 3 or Nat 3 sits at SCQF Level 3 and is comparable in difficulty to a standard grade foundation, a 5 or 6. National 1 and 2 qualifications are also available at SCQF Levels 1 and 2, and these are often accessed by learners with specific learning needs. In the 2000s, the intermediate and access courses were brought in to provide wider options and allow young people to find learning pathways that worked for both their level and pace of learning. Our Qualifications Can Cross Boundaries leaflet shows you how you can compare qualifications taken across the UK and the Republic of Ireland. You can see the SCQF here at the end in blue. Next to it in green, you can see the qualifications framework for the Republic of Ireland, who also have all their main qualifications in the one framework. The other three columns show the various frameworks across England, Wales and Northern Ireland, and the column headings will give you more information about each one. These notionally line up with each other, so let's take a closer look at the yellow column, which is the RQF, or Regulated Qualification Framework for England and Northern Ireland. This is where you will find upper passes at GCSE, at RQF Level 2, which are broadly comparable to SCQF Level 5, as we mentioned before. The lower passes at GCSE are broadly comparable to SCQF Level 4. Moving up to RQF Level 3, you will see that AS and A levels are broadly comparable to SCQF Level 6, which is where a higher sits. On this framework, you will also find a range of vocational, technical and professional qualifications at most levels. When you see a qualification that says level something, rather than SCQF level something, then you will often find it is on the RQF, and you can use this leaflet to find out the broadly comparable SCQF level. Some of these types of qualifications are also available to take in Scotland. For example, the CIPD qualifications can mostly be found on the RQF. The qualifications taken in the armed forces are also generally on one of these frameworks, and you can use this comparison table to help you better understand these. On the back of this leaflet, you will also find information about the EQF, the European Qualifications Framework. As qualifications frameworks were being developed across Europe, it was felt that, with freedom of movement, there needed to be a way to compare mainstream qualifications between countries. Many European countries, but not all, got together and created the EQF to allow this comparison. If you need to understand and compare qualifications from further afield, you can access UK ENIC, the UK National Information Centre for the Recognition and Evaluation of International Qualifications and Skills. This is a paid-for service, and more information can be found at www.enic.org.uk. The last thing I will show you in this Understanding Qualifications video is the SCQF database. This can be found on our website and is free for anyone to access. It contains information about the qualifications currently on the SCQF and also holds archived information going back around 8 years. You can use this in two ways. If you would like to find a course that is currently available, you can search by subject area or keyword. You can also narrow down the SCQF level by using the purple bar, so that you're finding courses at the appropriate level. The results will tell you the SCQF level and number of credit points of the programme, and you can click on the name to find out more. If you would like to find a course offered by a particular organisation, you can also search by the owner of the qualification or programme. You can also access archived programmes by clicking this box. This can be useful if you want to find out if a qualification has been or is currently on the SCQF. However, if a qualification has been or is on the SCQF, then the SCQF level and number of credit points will be on the certificate. We strongly encourage employers to ask for this information on their application forms and for candidates to add this to applications and CVs to allow better understanding of all qualifications. All of the publications we have looked at in this video can be found in the Support for Employers Understanding Qualifications section of our website. I hope this video has helped you to better understand the wide range of different qualifications available on the SCQF, and to see how you can compare these to each other and to qualifications from outside Scotland. As you can see, if you were to advertise your vacancies using specific qualifications, like hires or a degree, rather than using wider SCQF levels, then you could be missing out on a wide range of talented people who might have the exact skills you need for your organisation to thrive.